in the traffic. Hello guys, I am Melissa Pujas and now I want to share something personal. I called it Who I Was Behind the Mask. Back in December 2019 to 2020, when COVID-19 started, everything changed, not just the world outside but my world within. At first, the face mask was just protection. Like everyone else, I wore it to stay safe. But somewhere along the way, it became something more. It became my hiding place. I lost my drive in academics. I started isolating myself. I forgot how to socialize and I became scared of people. And slowly, I became someone I didn't recognize. Someone insecure, overly conscious, and afraid of how I looked. Behind the mask, I was quiet, safe, invisible. But without it, I was anxious. I felt like every eye was judging me. Every step felt heavy. Every interaction felt like pressure, and what started as protection turned into something I depended on. Not because of the virus anymore, but because it helped me to hide from myself. When I wore a mask, I could talk, I could laugh, I could socialize freely. But when I removed it, I shrunk. I lost my confidence, and I started avoiding mirror, not just the physical one, but the emotional one. That was one of the hardest phases of my life, because somewhere in that silence, I forgot my joyful self. Even my classmates back then were curious, to the point one of my classmates asked me, "Bungi ka?" He doesn't try to insult me, but he was just curious. Some would ask me to remove my mask, some would insist, but instead of courage, I felt pressure. But instead of comfort, I felt exposed. And I started to believe that maybe I was only acceptable when I was hidden. But everything changed when I entered senior high school. I promised myself I would slowly remove the mask, not just the physical one, but the emotional one I rebelled in myself. Not because it was easy, not because I was ready, but because I knew I couldn't stay hidden forever. I made a promise to myself I will step out on my comfort zone. And slowly, I started meeting new people, real people, people who didn't make me feel small, people who made me laugh without even trying, people who randomly complimented me in ways that felt genuine. At first, I didn't believe them because of course I was insecure. But because of that, something inside me started to come back. My confidence didn't return all at once. It returned in small moments. When I spoke first, when I laughed without overthinking, when I walked without fear of being seen. And for the first time in a long time, I felt alive again. I wasn't just surviving anymore, I was becoming myself again. Today, I realized something very important. Sometimes the mask we wear is not just to protect us from others, but to protect us from our own fears. But healing doesn't happen when we stay hidden. It happens when we choose to be seen again. So I ask you this, what mask are you wearing right now? Not just on your face, but in your life. And more importantly, are you ready to take it off? Because behind every mask, there's a version of you waiting, not to be perfect, but to be free. And I finally meet mine again.